How's it going, guys? This is Jason. We're back with more Magic the Gathering Arena. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today than the previous episodes. We're going to be trying out Brawl format. And we're going to be using a deck that we found on MTGGoldfish.com. It's a Brawl Storm Conduit Brawl deck. So we're just going to be giving it a try. This format in Magic Arena is not like a first to 7 or 3 losses kind of thing, like in the regular standard event. But just for the sake of deciding how many games we play for the episode, we're just going to try and get to 6 wins and stop if we lose 3 times. So that's how we'll do this. So yeah, let's just give it a shot. For those not familiar with Brawl rules, it's basically a 60-card deck, only 1 card of each type that's not a basic land, 25 life total, and you have a commander that can be played from the command zone repeatedly. Obviously, it's hard to narrow down what staples of the deck are when there's only 1 of each type of card, but I know for this deck, in particular, some of the noteworthy ones are obviously Brawl Storm Conduit. We've got a Niv Mizzet in here, and things like Chemist's Insight. Okay, how do I feel about this hand? We've got 2 land, we've got a 1 cost, 2 cost, 3 cost. We've got cheap enough spells where I think 2 lands is viable, so let's keep this. We're going to do a Scry land first. Didn't draw a land, that's unfortunate. Hopefully we get one next turn. The Scry land first. We need a land, so let's put that on the bottom. Next turn we'll either do... We'll keep mana open for Tail's End, or we'll do Bone Crusher Giant to something. Still no land, not great. Let's put a break on his end step and do one of these instants then. Let's see, we can do Thrill of Possibility. Discard a card to draw 2 cards, or we could do Opt. Okay, yeah, we've got options. We've got Bone Crusher Giant in case he plays something that we want to remove. We've got Thrill of Possibility, we've got Opt, we've got Tail's End. Let's see what happens. There's Errata, so I think we're gonna Tail's End this and just nip this in the bud. I mean, he can replay it repeatedly, but in Brawl format, when you replay your commander, it costs 2 more mana each time you replay it from the command zone. So that should delay us at least 2 turns. There's Niv Mizzet. Still no lands. God. Well, I think now we're going to want to do a draw spell. In case we get a land, we want to play it this turn. So let's do Thrill of Possibility, I think. And let's actually get rid of Niv Mizzet. It hurts to do this, but he's going to come way later. So I don't even know if he's going to be relevant by the time we get enough lands for him. Still no land. I can't believe this. Where are all the lands in this deck? There's a land. Excellent. So let's play this. We've got Improbable Alliance. What does this do? Whenever you draw your 2nd card each turn, create a fairy token. That seems pretty good, especially since we've got Opt. We might do this and then Opt. Create a fairy. Alternatively, we can do Chandra and start putting out those 1/1s. I think we're going to go with Chandra for now. Although, one thing I am noticing is he does have land untapped, which makes me think he has a counter. It's a blue deck with 4 mana untapped. That makes me think counter. So let's actually just let's do Improbable Alliance and try and bait the counter. Because I'd rather lose Improbable Alliance than I would Chandra. And then even if he counters this, we still have enough mana for Opt left over. Oh no, we got rid of lands. Okay, let's do Opt now. Let's put this on the bottom. Hopefully we get a land. Spectre Seller, not bad. Even though we're not getting land, we're getting 1 costs. So even if he has counters, we can sort of bait them and then play the thing we care about. So I would like to play Chandra, but again, we have the same problem with counters. So let's try and bait a counter by doing something. So let's do a Shock. If he lets it go through, we'll be able to light up the stage. And then if he counters that, we'll be able to do Spectral Sailor. So let's try that. I'd be surprised if he countered a Shock. This, it's possible he would counter, because it's draw power. So if he counters this... Oh, okay, let it go through. So now we've got a land. Excellent. And we can just wait till his end step for the next thing we do. We'll let him waste this turn, unless he has like a Brandborn Cutthroat or something. I guess he has Castle Lockthwain. That's fine, he's taking big damage from that, actually. Look at that, we just took him down by 6 damage. I'll take that. Let's pass the turn. We're probably going to do Spectral Sailor, depending on what he does. And then next turn, I'm thinking we'll do God Eternal Kefnet or Raoul. Especially since he's tapped out, this is a prime opportunity to play one of our bombs. Probably Raoul. But he has 3 mana, that's not great. I was hoping he would only have 2. 3 probably means he has a counter. Let's do Spectral Sailor. Yeah, there's definitely a pause. I'm thinking he has a counter for our next bomb. So we may just hold off. So what can we do? We've got enough mana now for Chandra and Bone Crusher's ability, but we can also start using our mana for this draw ability. And I think that's probably what we want to do. While he has mana available for a counter, we're just going to want to draw cards and not risk anything being countered. And that'll sort of let his mana go to waste. Especially since he doesn't have any blockers, we can just sort of chip away 1 life at a time at him and then draw cards during his end step. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, apparently he doesn't like that plan, so let's draw a card 1 last time before he dies. Oh, Electrostatic Field, I like that. What did I just lose? Oh, right, that was there because of, light up the stage.
This isn't your average
Planeswalker, okay. So we need to get rid of Liliana. That's a big threat. Let's put this out. What can we do about Liliana? I could do Raoul and then copy Bone Crusher's ability to destroy a zombie and do 2 damage to Liliana. It's not great, but I also could do Raoul and then Electrostatic Field, and then next turn I could copy Bone Crusher's ability, and then I'd be doing even more damage. I think we'll do Raoul and then Electrostatic Field. I like that idea. We'll just scry with Raoul for now.
I wonder what the weather's like on
Raoul's Outburst. I like direct damage at this point because we need that for removing that Planeswalker. So we'll take that, and then we might even copy Raoul's Outburst with Raoul next turn if he doesn't destroy it. Yeah, some more zombies, as expected.
Minion.
He's probably going to remove this if he can. Yeah, Spark Harvest.
I've learned much from your
Command Zone, please. What is this card art? That's awesome. It's like an anime Kea. Okay, so what can we do now? What cards do I have for 3 or less mana in my graveyard? Nothing that noteworthy. I could return a zombie to his hand, and then I don't think that counts as a death, and Liliana's draw card thing wouldn't proc. But and also he's got tons of mana on tap, so he's probably going to counter. We're going to try going with Chandra. See if he counters it. He's probably got to counter. I mean, that's the only explanation for this wait. Yeah, okay, so that's countered. Do they have another counter, though? They still have 3 mana untapped. I'm thinking we should do Run Away Together, get rid of that zombie. Problem is, we need something to do about Liliana. If I play Bone Crusher and it gets countered, then I won't get to play him as a creature, so I'm thinking Run Away Together is probably the better option. No, actually, we're going to save Run Away Together for when Bone Crusher the creature's played, so let's just try Bone Crusher's damage ability and do direct damage to Liliana, just to stall things. And we get that 1 damage free from Electrostatic Field. Okay, so we baited another counter. That's fine, I guess. Raoul's Outburst next turn, maybe. We absolutely need to prevent Liliana from doing her -9. And that's coming next turn unless we can prevent it. They're doing a very good job of controlling right now. Just been countering pretty much everything I try and do. If we can get Kefnet out, that would be good, because Kefnet's hard to deal with. I mean, if you counter him, countering's basically the way to go for Kefnet, so hopefully we've baited enough counters that we can play Kefnet without being countered.
Rise and shine.
Evolving Wilds, that's not going to help immediately. Okay, so that -9 is probably coming out next turn to utterly cripple me and basically win the game. So Kefnet's not going to be fast enough to stop that. We need Growl's Outburst. That's our only play. Let's give it a shot. Do they have a counter is the question that matters right now. They do. Well, I think that's game. Could be wrong, but pretty sure I won't survive with one land. Yeah. Good game. Well, you know, still getting the hang of Brawl. Let's get back into it. Let's try again. We're 0-1 so far. Yeah, that game they were just they were really on point with their counters. There's it's hard to deal with a deck like that, even when you know that's what they're doing. There's only so much you can do with baiting if they know if they have the counters for your bombs anyway. What do we have here? Electrostatic Field for early turns. We've got a counter, another counter. And this card's basically useless until I find another instant that I can use it on. I think we're okay with this as a starting hand. We'll get Electrostatic Field out, and then we just need to find other things that are more substantial along the way. But this will start us off as a nice defender and something that can start doing damage later. Let's keep it. Hello. Oh, a Torbrand deck. Great. So basically, red deck wins. This is going to be scary. I'm glad to have Electrostatic Field out turn 2, because it's going to be a nice blocker. Do we want this? Oh, huh. I'm not sure. I think we want land at this point. We probably want more mountains as opposed to that. We don't even have any cards that make us draw cards right now. Ember Hauler, okay. So yeah, let's do Electrostatic Field. And we need to start looking for an answer to Torbrand, because that's going to make things really difficult to deal with. He makes every red damage source do an extra 2 damage, which is pretty insane. Let's go ahead and block Ember Hauler, and hopefully he'll sacrifice it to... Oh, he might just have direct removal, and I see him looking at his hand. So maybe we won't block Ember Hauler. Let's see if we can block Tin Street Dodger. I think he might have a shock. Oh, Infuriate, okay. Well, rip. What can we do now? We pretty much can only counter, so... if he plays Torbrand, maybe we can counter that, but he might see that coming, given that I'm a blue deck. Yeah, I think he might be baiting a counter to see if there's a pause. Alright, there's that. I think we're going to do this and start creating blockers. I'm hoping he doesn't have another land for Torbrand. But even if he does, I can't just hold on and wait to counter it, because these guys are going to kill me in the meantime. So I need to start creating blockers with Kasmina. So let's do that. maybe next turn. If
Every day is a
Oh,
new
I need to-
lesson.
oh, I didn't pay attention to the full ability. I need to draw a card and then discard a card. Let's get rid of Drawn from Dreams. We're not going to have the mana to invest in finding more cards. We're pretty much playing defensively right now. Direct removal for this? Is that why you're selecting it? Does he have a mountain? Hopefully not. Oh, he's got a shock. Okay. Wow, he paid 3 mana for that shock because of my ability. Is he going to destroy the Planeswalker or go right for my life pool? Okay, cool. So I'm actually happy with that. This Planeswalker essentially functioned to prevent 3 damage and take away a shock. So that's pretty good value. What do we have now? We got Augur of Bolas, which can be a blocker for the 1/1s. That's probably a good idea. And that's really all we have the mana for, unfortunately. We might be able to find a 2-cost instant or sorcery with Augur of Bolas, so that's all we can really hope for, I think. We need blockers. What do we got? Chemist's Insight. All right, I'll take it. It's better than nothing, but... Yeah, we're just finding land a consistent problem with this deck. Oh, you're attacking with Fervent Champion. Interesting. Do you have like a removal for that? Is that why? You have like a shock also? Oh, another Salmon Spring. Wait, didn't you play that already? What the hell? Oh, it was Infuriate. Oh. Those cards are very similar. Well, I really need something to stop this onslaught. What does this do? 3 damage to any target. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. We want that because hopefully we can find a land with this. Let's destroy Emberholder. He's just going to sacrifice if I target it. So instead, let's take out... I'm thinking 10th Street Dodger. Or Spear Spewer. Let's do Spear Spewer just because this one has 2 toughness, and it has the potential to do 1 damage even when I have blockers out. So let's destroy this. Perfect. We got a mountain. We can play Light Up the Stage. More land. Fantastic. So we need to start thinking about what we can do next turn. We've got oh my god, we have so many counters and we have repeated reverberation. That's not really good. We need to draw like some direct damage, or like we need like some blockers or a board wipe or something. Yeah, we're just about dead. If he plays Torbrand, it's game over basically. It's pretty much game over without Torbrand. I'm very impressed that he's been doing all of this with only 3 mana. Okay, let's see. What can Brawl do for us? We could do Raoul and then copy Opt, but then we're still dead. We need something to stop these. We don't have anything. I think we need to do Opt and then hope for like a direct damage or blocker. Shock? Okay, that's something. Let's take it. We can do Shock, and then we can also do Chemist's Insight to find the next thing. Ooh, or we could Repeated Reverberation Shock. We have enough mana for that, I think. Let's do the island. We can do Repeated Reverberation. We copy the ability twice, so we can do basically 3 shocks. I think that's the way to go here. We're going to destroy Runaway Steamkin, Ember Hauler, and 10th Street Dodger, maybe? Let's do it. So let's get rid of Runaway Steamkin. Wow, that shock was actually a great draw, because we're destroying 3 creatures. Let's get rid of 10th Street Dodger. And we can go with Ember Hauler or Fervent Champion. Ember Hauler is going to sacrifice for 2 damage, but then he's no longer doing 2 damage per turn. I think that's going to be the way to go, because we can only afford 1 damage per turn from his creatures. Even though he's sacrificing it, it's still worth. Okay. So it's still not looking great for us, but I think that was probably one of the best cards we could have drawn, given what our situation was. We can hold on for maybe a couple more turns, depending on what he's got. Of course, red deck wins probably has direct damage, so we could just be dead this turn. Yeah, there is. Skewer the critics, and we are dead. Good game. Damn. Well, this might be a short episode. It's we're 0-2 now. We're stopping after we get to 3 losses. Well, let's give it another shot. I think if we get to 3 losses before we actually finish our 750 gold quest, we're probably going to just keep playing until we complete that 750 gold quest, because that's one of the things I want to do today. 2 land. We got a shock and electrostatic field. We have cheap spells. Usually I feel like 2 lands, it's okay to wait for more land, because they should be coming up, about 40% of the time, but I don't know, lately with this deck I haven't been getting that. Maybe my luck will turn around. Like statistically it'll even out in this game, so let's give it a shot. He's got a Niv Mizzet deck, so this is probably a mirror match in terms of colors. We see a lot of the same cards in each of our decks. Let's do Temple of Epiphany, try and find that land. Island. Yeah, we'll take it. Excellent. Next turn we have Shock. Probably Electrostatic Field we'll want to play before Shock. So that way our instants can start working for us. Oh, he's got a counter. And then turn 3 we may just hold on to our counter, see what he does. Wonder if he's going to wait. Oh, he's Lava Coin on my Electrostatic Field. It's probably a good idea, since he knows what my deck's all about. Well, we can do a shock. I think we're going to hold on to that and just counter whatever he does, if he does something substantial. And then turn 4 we'll probably do Crackling Drake. Yeah, problem is he has a counter too, so we can't actually do it since he didn't play anything. We could do Rao, and it's not that big a deal if it gets countered because we can play it again later, but that's definitely going to get countered if I do that. What can I do? I could just wait some more and then have my counter available. I think that's what we're going to do, because we do have a counter. We're going to wait and see what he does. That's fine. We're trying to. We also want to click on that resolve button as fast as possible so that he doesn't know that we have a pause. It's ideal if he doesn't know we have a counter. That's why we're past the turn. Okay, we got an Augur of Bolas. And we actually have enough mana to do that and the counter, so we're going to do this. And then we'll still have our counter available in case he tries to do something on his turn. Really? No instants or sorceries? And we lost the Royal Scions? God damn it. Well. Pass the turn real quick. If we get another land, we might have enough for... Oh, no, not enough. We need one more land before we can play Crackling Drake and have enough for the counter as well. So, what can we do? I think we're just going to wait some more. Clearly he wants to counter me, so I'm going to wait to counter him. And I have mana advantage right now. I'm drawing more land than him, so this will work out in my favor. If I draw another land, I can play Crackling Drake and counter his counter. Brazen Borrower. You know what? I'm going to shock that, I think. Let's put a break on his end step. I'm going to shock it and then have enough mana left over for... Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to wait until his turn, because I want to try and bait the counter with that shock. I'm gonna try and bait the counter with the shock, and if he counters the shock, then I can play Crackling Drake without worrying about it getting countered. Okay, so we let it through. And now my turn. I could do a Rouse Outburst and bait the counter right now since it's during his end step. I might do that. And then if he counters it, it's fine. And then I can play Crackling Drake without worrying about it getting countered. Or my Ral. Probably the Ral is going to be a better idea if he taps out. What do we got here? Into the Story or Repeated Reverberation. That would have been good while we had that shock, even though he doesn't have many creatures, so I don't know if this is useful right now. Into the Story costs 3 less if an opponent has 7 or more cards in their graveyard. What do you have in your graveyard? 4. So we don't get that discount just yet. We're going to take this, I think, for the future, in case he does get that, or if we get enough mana for it. Okay. We got another land, so I think we have enough for Crackling Drake and a counter. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's attack first, actually. We'll do Crackling Drake. If he tries to counter it, we'll counter his counter. There it is. And we'll counter that. Does he have a counter for my counter's counter? Oh no, what? Mystical Dispute. Oh no. Okay, well, we get rid of 2 of his counters, so that's at least good, but god, damn it. And he's got way more cards in his hand now than me. And there's his Crackling Drake. Okay, fine. Luckily there are 7 or more cards in his graveyard, so we can do Into the Story for the discounted cost now. And also this guy can attack. So we might do that. We're going to do these 2, I think. He might have another Mystical Dispute, now that I know that's a thing, since it only costs 1 mana if it targets a blue spell. Let's do Into the Story so that we can pay the extra mana if we need to. That's the one that I really care about getting out. Okay, there was no pause, so he doesn't have another counter. And now with the remaining 3 mana, 4 mana actually, we can do Ral. Or we can do a creature. Probably a creature, because we want to block Crackling Drake. So let's do Vantress Gargoyle. And then we have Runaway together, just for emergencies. We have another Ral in this deck, I didn't realize. This is the other Ral. Yeah, we should probably start getting Planeswalkers out soon. Oh, is he just turtling up again, waiting for it to counter something? If that's the case, I might just start attacking. Before we attack, we're gonna do Tome Raider. We'll see if there's a pause, and we'll draw a card if it comes out. Definitely a pause. I mean, it's to be expected. He has all his lands untapped. If we get a counter, oh, we get a land. Okay. We might do Drawn from Dreams, but we'll wait till after combat. I just wanted to see if we had a counter during combat, but let's attack. We also have to keep in mind that he's pretty close to getting his Niv Mizzet out. That's going to be a big problem. So, if he gets Niv Mizzet out, we might do Runaway together and just get rid of it for 1 turn. Oh, interesting. He sacrificed it. He must know that Niv Mizzet is going to mop up the rest of these guys. So I think we'll do Drawn from Dreams and then keep Runaway together as a backup. It's fine if Drawn from Dreams gets countered. I'd rather not get my Planeswalkers countered, though. Counter target instant or sorceries. Wait, what? I didn't read what that said. You may choose new targets with the copy. Oh, copy target instant or sorcery spell, then return it to its owner's hand. Oh, so... Interesting. So I didn't actually get that off. They just stole my ability. That was pretty cool. You see a lot of cards that you don't see in Standard when you're playing Brawl. There's Niv Mizzet. So we're definitely going to... I can do Runaway together, but in response, the ability is going to trigger and destroy my Tome Raider. So we're going to want to do Runaway together on Augur of Bolas. So let's do that. Yeah. It'd be great. Actually, it doesn't even matter if we draw a counter because Niv Mizzet can't be countered. So we need some other answer for that. Maybe we should start getting our Planeswalkers out. How many instants or sorceries do I have in here? Seems like I have a lot, so maybe I should get this guy out so we can start doing big damage with his -3 if he needs to. This guy's totally tapped out, so I need to take this opportunity to play the big things I care about.
Always nice to get out of the lab. Yep. Odds of victory look good. Well, let's see what the wind blows in.
We've got Ionize or Chemister's Insight. I'm thinking Ionize. We already have drawn from Dreams for like draw power. Ionize is a counter that we need. And Chemister's Insight, you can also be played from the graveyard, so there's that. Let's do Scry. Oh, or we could do -2 for Opt. No, I think we're going to Scry. We're going to make them both as big as possible, because inevitably Niv Mizzet is going to start doing damage to them. Yeah, let's take more land. We've got the draw power now. We need more mana power to keep everything continually going. Let's put it. We're going to do Opt in response to Niv Mizzet, most likely, because we don't want to do Opt after Niv Mizzet's on the field, because it'll give him extra abilities. So I'm assuming he's going to play Niv Mizzet again. And then maybe a 1-cost instant or something. Or he might just remove my Planeswalkers. That's always possible as well. The good thing is, as it stands, I can destroy his Niv Mizzet with one of the Rowls. 3 damage to target. Okay. Yeah, we have no choice but to let that go through. Let's do Opt. Oh, I didn't even realize that ability was a thing. There's so many things going on that I'm not used to that I can't catch everything. So we did one damage to him and we draw a card. Let's get that mountain. And now we've got 8 in the graveyard, so that's looking really good. Let's put out... Well, let's do their abilities first, actually. We've got Ionize to counter anything that he wants to do in response, so let's do this.
You like the gauntlets?
Chandra? Oh. Yeah, I like that. Let's get Chandra out. Start creating those 1/1s. I probably should have gotten this guy's ability first.
Killing me.
Yeah, I think I wasted the Scry by doing that one first. We'll keep that in mind for next time. So here comes Chandra. If he tries to counter it, I'll counter his counter. And we're looking good having 3 Planeswalkers in the field. Let's make some creatures.
Start some fires. Go get 'em, buddy.
What else do we want to do? We've got Drawn from Dreams we can do. We've got Augur of Bolas. I'm thinking Augur of Bolas to get another instant or sorcery. Let's do that. We've also got Chemister's Insight we can play during his end step. But I think I'm going to try and keep the counter on deck. Disdainful Stroke. Yeah, I'll take that. That is going to be helpful. And in terms of mana, we want enough for Ionize and Chemister's Insight. So we can afford to play... Oh, you know what? If we play the Mountain, though, we can do Chemister's Insight and Disdainful Stroke if he plays something we can counter. So let's do that. We'll do the Mountain. Next turn we'll play Evolving Wilds. This turn we'll attack with these guys. And that's the turn. We're looking good. I think we have a big mana advantage right now, and that's really helping us. He's got a lot of cards in his hand, but looks like he's having trouble getting things out. I know he probably wants to play Niv Mizzet, but he knows that I can destroy it with my Rowls. Yeah, so can't be countered. My counters won't help against that, but... Oh, you know what? I probably should have done Chemister's Insight before Niv Mizzet came out, but let's just destroy Niv Mizzet before we do anything else.
Creature plus supercharged energy equals...
So there's that. That's destroyed. And there's a concede. Wow. Good game. Yeah, it was definitely helpful to get three of those Planeswalkers out, all doing stuff before he was able to react. Alright, so we are now 1 and 2. Let's continue. Oh no, it's a Golos deck. Oh no, is this it's like a Field of the Dead, Field of the Dead combo? What do we have here? We have a low enough cost spells that I think 2 land of one of each color is fine. We'll probably do Spectral Sailor during his first end step. Followed by... well, followed by nothing, I guess. We don't have any 2-cost things that aren't runaway together, so... turn 3, maybe Sublime Artificer? Yeah, the cards that were banned in Standard are allowed in Brawl, so... Land of the Dead is definitely in this deck. Okay, Lava Coil, alright. Yeah, nothing to play. Let's just attack. Hopefully we get a land next turn so we can play, Saheeli. Excellent. Let's get this out here. Continue the attack. Next turn we'll probably do Chandra. Or Tome Raider. Probably Chandra. Start getting those 1/1s attacking every turn. Now, I don't think his deck has any counters. I could be wrong, but it's possible he has a negate. You know what? I think just because of that possibility, I'm not going to play anything. I think I'm just going to use Spectral Sailor's draw ability. I don't want to risk losing Chandra to a counter, if that is what he has. I'll wait till he's tapped out. Plus, we need draw power anyway to get more lands. Okay, another island. Let's see. I think we're gonna do the same thing. Just attack while there's no blockers, and just do Spectral Sailor's draw ability. He probably thinks we have a counter because we're leaving this stuff untapped, so that works in our favor as well. There's Golos. Yeah, we don't have a counter, unfortunately, so let's just draw a card. Expansion Explosion. Interesting. Here comes Land of the Dead. Everyone's favorite. Okay, there's a land. Now what can I do about this? This is definitely a threat. It's going to be creating creatures every turn that he can play a new land. Runaway Together is not going to be good against Golos because he could just play it again and find another land. I need to destroy Golos. I could do Ralph Storm Conduit, and then I could copy Lava Coil. That'll exile this, but it just goes back to his command zone. Could also expansion Lava Coil. I don't know. Let's play Chandra. Just to get it out there. We'll start creating 1/1 blockers with Saheeli. And we'll just start making things that can do something every turn for free. Sort of like an investment. And then we'll do Tomb Raider, I think. Let's do Tomb Raider now, actually, just to see what we get. We've got tons of 1/1s, so tons of blockers, I guess. Let's just attack both those, since they're both going to die anyway, and Spectral Sailor. So we've got a nice base with Chandra doing something every turn. We've got this guy as a blocker if Golos tries to attack me. And then next turn we might do Brawl to start doing free stuff with him every turn. I'm trying to remember what this deck has. It probably has like board wipes and stuff. Here's the zombies. I know it's got things like Circuitous Route to give him more lands. Oh, that's right, Agent of Treachery. No, 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 no. There's my Saheeli. I hate Agent of Treachery so much. Because even if you destroy him, that thing is taken forever. So I think I'm probably going to Lava Coil Agent of Treachery, because I believe this deck has things like...
Some lessons
what
for
the
you
hell?
all.
Oh, did you think that turning your artifact into that was going to make you take something? Yeah, so we definitely need to Lava Coil Agent of Treachery, because I believe there's mechanics in this deck to put it back onto the battlefield, so we need that gone for good. So let's do that. And then I think we'll do Brawl. Let's do Brawl. It's unfortunate that Saheeli is on their side now, but
Always nice to get out of
what
there.
can we do? We have a Niv Mizzet. I didn't realize we need a mount ASAP. So we can start doing things with Niv Mizzet. Let's create creature with the Chandra. And we should probably start attacking Saheeli so he doesn't keep creating 1/1s during his turn. We can actually destroy Saheeli if we attack with everyone, but then we're leaving these guys open to attack from these two. So actually, we can just hold off. Oh, but these guys are basically wasted if we don't attack with them. Damn. I should have put a loyalty counter on Chandra. Yeah, that was a waste, but it's fine. We'll destroy Saheeli next turn.
Destruction your only art.
And hopefully we can get Niv Mizzet out next turn if we draw a mountain. That would be amazing. Oh, Cavalier of Flame. You're not supposed to have that in this deck. Oh my god. That's really bad. He could probably destroy both my Planeswalkers with that. Yeah, he gives everything haste and a buff. Oh man. My Planeswalkers are dead. They're all going after Ral? Really? Yeah, I was gonna say, seems like overkill. I've only got one creature blocking. This person seems unsure on how they want to do their attack. So we've got one zombie coming at Chandra, and the rest are going at Ral. Ral is dead, basically, no matter what. So there's no reason to block any of these things. I should block this so I can keep Chandra alive, so let's do that. I mean, Chandra wasn't going to die, but I don't want Chandra down to 1. And Ral just goes back to the command zone. Not a mountain, so I can't get Niv Mizzet out, unfortunately. Saheeli's dead, because I'm creating 1/1s with Chandra. Let me just double check that's what I want to do. I could also take Lava Coil out of my graveyard with Chandra. And use Lava Coil on... none of these are really... I need to destroy Cavalier of Flame. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use Chandra on Lava Coil, and then I'm going to expansion Lava Coil with... Oh, I could use Repeated Reverberation as well. But I need another mountain for that to work. So, well, let's play this land regardless. Alternatively, we could also do... Oh, we only have one mountain, I just realized. Damn. So yeah, we can't even do Explosion. We need to do Lava Coil and Expansion if we're going to destroy Cavalier of Flame, which I feel like we need to. So let's do that. I don't think I did full control yet, so let me do it now. Let's auto pay. And let's
Chandra, remember that spell.
expansion that. What just... Oh, okay. For a second I thought it like fizzled or something. Okay, so that worked out. We're probably going to sacrifice Cryptic Caves to draw a card during his end step. For now, let's just destroy Saheeli. And we'll leave Tome Raider as a blocker for Chandra. Chandra's probably dead if he attacks with everyone. But I feel like Chandra served her purpose. And actually, we can't make Chandra survive if we use Run Away Together. And we might actually. So that Tome Raider gives us another draw effect when we play her again. Oh, yikes. Well, we're probably going to use Run Away Together on that, as opposed to one of the zombies. Because, yeah, that's a When it attacks, you can put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Yeah, I don't want that. He's probably got like a beanstalk giant that will just crush me. So let's just do this now. It's fine. Chandra can die, but I don't want that thing doing crazy shit. And also, we don't have enough mana now for Cryptic Caves, but this is definitely the play, I think. It'd be great if we could find more mountains so we can play Mizzet. Bone Crusher Giant. See, the thing is, I know he has that boar now. So what I really want now is a counter. Let's do Tomb Raider, see if we can find one. Ionize, perfect. So, yeah, we're good now. We're just going to attack with Spectral Sailor, and we're going to ionize that boar when he tries to play it again. And we'll just take damage for another turn. Yeah, this zombie army is unfortunate, but if we can get Mizzet out and start doing 1 damage to things, we can start reducing, thinning the ranks of the army a bit. Oh my god, he had an expansion? I can't believe it. Oh no. This is bad. Wow. Wait, he didn't attack with it? Oh, it doesn't have haste. For some reason I thought that had haste. Oops. Growl's Outburst. We could do this to divert more damage from our life pool, but I feel like he's just going to go for me. We can create a creature with this. And we can destroy a creature with this. I think that's what we gotta do. We gotta do this, potentially draw some people off of attacking me. We gain a life from that, and we create a creature. And then we'll also do Bone Crusher to someone.
I will not be unprepared.
We're definitely in defensive mode at this point.
What matters.
Discard a card. We gotta discard this, I think, because we don't even have... Oh no, we should discard Niv Mizzet. We don't even have 2 red mana, let alone 3. So Niv Mizzet is not coming out this game, I'm fairly certain. Okay, and then we'll Bone Crusher one of the zombies. Yeah, we're just in pure survival mode at this point. Let's see what he's going to put out. Beanstalk Giant? Arboreal Grazer? What the hell? That's... Okay. Maybe I should destroy that so we can't just keep playing it. How much damage am I going to take? 6? Oh, I definitely need to block as many things as I can, so... Let's block you. Actually, let's block a zombie with you so I destroy one. I'll block you. Oops. Block you. Now I'm taking... Still taking too much. If I block you, then I'm only taking 10, and I'm down to 2 life. So I think that's what we gotta do. And then we'll also destroy a zombie with Bone Crusher. Can't believe he played Arboreal Grazer. Oh, and there's the direct damage for the win. Alright, good game, good game. Yeah, those zombies are tough to deal with. Oh good, we completed our 750 gold quest. And perfect timing because that puts us at 3 losses. We won 1 at least, so that's at least I'm happy about that one. But yeah, it's I don't know. I guess Brawl is not my strong suit. But it's what I do like about Brawl though is it does mix things up nicely from when you're just constantly playing in constructed format. Things can get a little repetitive, especially when you're seeing the same sorts of decks over and over. A lot of the games can start to feel very similar, and so when you play Brawl and you've got every card being different and only 1 copy of each card, you definitely get a very different kind of game. Even when you're playing the same decks again, it's a different outcome each time because of the forced variety of cards. So that's one thing I definitely appreciate about playing Brawl. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.